Good morning. It is 6:31 a.m. on Friday, October 18th, 2019. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. Yeah. So, you see, the overlay is still here. If you noticed it yesterday, it will remain until I have performed the extra live stream for 2019. I don't know what that accent is. Yes, so just as a brief reminder, if you check out the link up there, you can find out all about the charity game of Dungeons and Dragons I'm going to run on November 2nd and 3rd. It is for a good cause. It benefits children's hospitals. Please check it out. Please make a donation. And then check out November 2nd and 3rd when I'm going to be playing a big, long game of Dungeons and Dragons. And it'll be lots of fun. So, in the meantime, I was, once again, as is so common for me, struggling with a week where I had been staying up, late each night because Monday was, what was Monday? Oh, yes, my improv class. And then Tuesday was so many levels. And then Wednesday I was up late. Why was I up late on Wednesday? Now that I think about it, I don't think I had a good reason, but I did anyway. It wasn't even that late. But I went to bed early last night is kind of the point that I was getting around to. And so typically when you are sleep deprived because you've not gotten enough sleep several nights running, getting the correct amount of sleep on one night is often not enough to make up the difference. But at least I've not exacerbated the problem. What is that movie where the characters talk about what it means to exacerbate, like what the word means? Yeah. So like some smart character says, uses the word, and then another character who's, less educated says, what's that mean? Exacerbate, make things worse. I don't know. There's something deep in my brain. I know too many things. That's the problem. I need one of those. Okay, this is dumb. I just made myself laugh with a dumb thought, though. With the idea that, the idea of a mind palace to help you remember things, except that my mind palace is just as messy as my apartment. Having a mind palace, but it being super messy. I don't know, I just maybe you don't find that as funny as I do, but that's my jam, my own jokes. I'm glad it's Friday, but I think I feel like some of the extra life stuff snuck up on me a little bit. Like I wasn't paying attention to how close it was. Paying attention to how close it was until all of a sudden I'm starting to get really shift into gear in terms of promoting, and then I'm like, oh crap, it's like soon. I mean, it's, not crazy soon. It's two weeks. But, there's time, but I just still have a lot of preparation to do, organizing who's going to play when, and, just trying to lay up my promotional stuff and make sure that I have the adventure prepared to run. And it's a lot to do. I mean, I enjoy it, but it's definitely something that does take a lot of my time and energy. And that's something I've been thinking about a little bit recently. I mean, I don't have a lot of, this is not like an announcement, if anything, and it's also not something. I guess what I've been thinking about is just, what is it that I spend my time and resources on, right? Because my time and mental energy, because it is very possible just in the course of an ordinary day to fritter your time away on, stuff that's fun in the moment, but ultimately doesn't leave you with anything at the end of it. Or even if you work on like actual projects, if you only do like 5% of 6 different things, you kind of are left at the end feeling like you haven't really accomplished anything, right? And so sometimes I feel a little bit like I've got my energies perhaps too scattered to the point where I would maybe derive more satisfaction ultimately if I were more focused, which is not a new thought, but it's one I'm considering. So, like I said, there's no announcements about that or anything. I'm just like considering. Anyway, I have to go ahead and get ready for work. So, I'm going to talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes. Remember to check out Extra Life. Just as a trivia bit for those of you who don't do a lot of video, when there's an overlay on an image, like I'm watching a preview of myself, but the mirror left and right, like, if I want to point directly at part of the logo up there, I have to kind of consciously remember. Takes practice. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.